Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 75 English Dub. Okay, at the beginning of this episode, it goes to where Goku's working like on his farm, whatever. He's using his ki blast to finish the field because his tractor's broke. Then it goes to Chi-Chi, Gohan, and Goten. They're talking to each other, saying that Gohan has to be Goku's like training partner. Then he refuses, saying that like he doesn't fight anymore, saying that like he's a father, he's a working scholar, he's Mr. Hercule's like I guess stepson and all that. And then he thinks in his head like, okay, I have an idea. Then he presses the watch that he has on his wrist, and he turns into the Great Saiyaman, and then he challenges Goku to a fight. And Goku's confused, like, what are you doing, Gohan? And Gohan's still playing like the alter ego of the Great Saiyaman, and he's like, no, come on, Goku, like, let's fight. And Goku's like, okay, bring it on. Then Goku rushes Gohan slash the Great Saiyaman with all his power, and Gohan even says, wow, he's fast. Then they just both start brawling. It looked fucking dope. Like, it felt like the old Gohan again. Even though he was dressed as the Great Saiyaman, I'm not really a big fan of his alter ego. It was still dope to see. Anyway, they're both brawling, just going at it, fucking looking dope as fuck, like blowing up everything that Goku built with his ki blasts, the land that he's working on or whatever. Just blew that up, and it just looked, they're clashing with their ki blasts, just dope as fuck. Then they charged at each other and like broke a piece of the fucking, like literally a big ass piece of the fucking mountain that they're on. And Chi-Chi got mad, and then they both start laughing. Then it moves off to the next scene in Goku's house, and Chi-Chi's saying you need to find somewhere else to train. And then Goten, he starts saying, why don't you go train with Krillin? And then like out of the blink of an eye, like just like that, Goku just ran off. And Goten, he was like, you could have warned me. And then Chi-Chi, it's like she just turned around and he was gone. Like the door was open and everything. Which was confusing. Like, did he use instant transmission? Or did he just run real quick out the door? Anyways, it moves on to Krillin's like interrogation. Like, he's getting shot at, and he's like about to capture some burglars. So he's behind a car, and he saves the cop like by getting in front of the cop and getting shot for the cop. So Krillin got shot by one of the burglars. Then out of nowhere, Goku shows up, and Krillin's like, Goku? And Krillin's like, these guys are burglars. And then the burglars are like, oh, you want to get tough guy or something like that? And Goku just appears right in front of them, bends their gun. They call Goku a monster, and then the police just take the burglars, and they thank Goku like, oh, thank you, citizen. Then Goku goes to Krillin and explains to him like he needs to train with him. But this is back at Krillin's house. And Krillin's saying like he doesn't fight anymore, that he gave that up. And Goku's like, it's not that long ago that when Frieza came like back to life, you're like in the front lines, like you're there fighting. And then Android 18, his wife, she starts walking up, calling him weak, and saying that he got a flesh wound, like shot at by the burglars, like that shouldn't have happened, and that Krillin's not the person that she fell in love with. So then it got to Goku, and then not Goku, to Krillin. Then what really got to Krillin is when his daughter was like, are you stronger than my dad? And then Goku was like, yeah, I'm strong, but I want to get stronger. So he didn't really answer her question. But then Krillin changed his mind and he told Marin that he's gonna be a strong dad. So then it goes outside in Krillin's yard, and Krillin and Goku are brawling. It just looks dope as fuck. It just filled me with nostalgia. Like, it even showed scenes from Dragon Ball. Like, it looked dope as fuck. Seeing them brawl again. Then both of them got in their head, like, why don't we go train at Master Roshi's?
So then it shows them heading to Master Roshi's house, like his island, and Krillin's saying like, this is not gonna change me into going back to fighting again. I just want to be a better cop. And then Goku's like, okay. Then they get to Master Roshi's house, and they're like bowing down to Master Roshi and like asking him like nicely if he trained them. And he's wondering, like telling him like, what are you doing here early in the morning? And Krillin offers him like a porn magazine, just like the classic old days. And he accepts it and starts, perving out and everything. And then he starts telling Goku like, you have divine power, like you have God power. There's nothing I can do to make you stronger. And Goku is like, everybody been telling me that. I just need somebody to train me. And then Krillin starts like telling him like, I just want to get stronger. Then it goes to outside, like in front of Master Roshi's house, and Goku's wearing like a turtle suit. And Goku's asking them, why do I have to wear this turtle suit? And Krillin's like, well, you'll kill me with one attack, Goku. Like, you've gotten so stronger like over the years. And so they start brawling, and Goku's brawling like with the turtle suit on. But Krillin's having a tough time because Goku's literally like moving around fast as fuck, even though he's inside the turtle suit. So Krillin ends up like tiring himself out, and then Goku tells him good job. Then it goes to nighttime and shows Goku knocked out, and then he's exactly in the same position like when he was a little kid, knocked out in Master Roshi's house, like with his arm to the side and his arm up. Like, it was hilarious, like just nostalgia up the ass right there. Anyways, it's nighttime, Goku's asleep, and Krillin's like in front of Master Roshi's house training in the middle of the night. Then Master Roshi comes out and starts telling him like, I can see you're desperate, like, to get stronger and everything. Like, and then Krillin starts explaining like, I've been called a wimp by my wife. Like, I need to get stronger. Like, then it becomes morning, and Master Roshi, he starts telling them that he's about to send them on an errand. And they're like, an errand? And he's like, yeah, I'm getting old. I need you to find this magic herb for me that's on this island. And if you find this herb, you get a prize. Then he tried to pull like his dirty porn magazine, or I guess it's just it's porn, but they don't want to say it because I guess they censor it now. But in the old one, it was porn. Anyways, he offers them the prize of his, like, one of his favorite magazines, and they decline it, like they don't want it. Then he's like, oh, I got a bonus prize. Whoever brings the herb back first will like get a secret technique where you just get stronger. And then they're like, oh yeah, I'll do it for that. So then they head to the island. They're flying to the island, and Goku's like, Master Roshi never changes. And Krillin whispers to herself, yeah, he doesn't, but you haven't either. The only thing that's changed is you've gotten way stronger. So Goku and Krillin get to the island, and they're walking around in the forest on the island, and they bump into fortune teller Baba. And when they bump into him, they recognize her, like, oh, you're Master Roshi's sister. And Goku, he starts calling her fortune seller. I think that's, yeah, he said fortune seller. And she like falls off her ball because that's not her name. And she tells both of them, your trial or your errand or whatever, your training begins now. So they start running off, and then they bump into some big ass, like, I don't know, entrance or of a mouth. Like, it's a big ass demon mouth. So they head into the demon mouth, into some weird ass, I guess it was like a fucking, I guess it's a different dimension. I don't know. She has some weird ass magic. Cause I remember back in Dragon Ball, in this weird tournament, Baba was able to bring back people from the undead and just weird ass people, like, period. Anyway, they go in some strange ass place, like it looks like a creepy ass fucking forest. Then they start walking for, and Krillin's like, I'm getting like a creepy vibe from this place. I'm getting scared. So then mists start gathering around Goku and Krillin, and then all the fucking villains of Dragon Ball Z, they just start appearing. The Ginyu Force, King Piccolo, Nappa, Frieza, Cell, they just start appearing around them. It was fucking strange. Like, it was dope to see, but it was strange. Then right before the episode ended, the first person, if you remember this, if you watched Dragon Ball, the first series, the first person to kill Krillin ever in Dragon Ball history, Tambourine, he appeared, and it just creeped the fuck out of Krillin, because that was the first person to kill him. He died. Krillin was a little boy at the, like, World Martial Arts tournament, and he got killed by this dude. So it just put fear into his body, and then the episode ended. So this episode was fucking dope. I loved it. Like, this episode was the best episode we've been having lately. All these filler episodes and everything, they're okay, but this episode was fucking dope. It was filled with nostalgia, action, fighting. It was just fucking dope. It even started off where fucking Gohan and Goku are fighting, alright? Then in the middle of the episode, Krillin and Goku are fighting. Then it ended up with fucking, I guess you can call it, cameos of every fucking villain. Cell, Frieza, Boo was even there, and Nappa. Come on, that was fucking dope. I can't wait to see the second part of this arc right here of them training with Master Roshi. But fuck, this episode was just fucking dope. I loved it. I can't wait to see more. And I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 75, English dub. Thank you for watching.